Dereck Chisora, who would
Very disappointing performance, in my opinion, from Joseph Parker.
Dereck Chisora somehow
How did he allow?
has made it to the final bell.
How did he allow him to?
Time and again had him in trouble. Time and again looked to be just a punch away from winning inside the distance. But once again, it goes all the way with Parker, the dominant force.
That's an embrace from two
Yeah.
warriors absolute.
Let me mute this. 3 knockdowns by Joseph Parker. A couple of them, I was wondering why the fight wasn't stopped or why it wasn't stopped in the corner. Basically, he got his ass whipped for 12 rounds. Dereck Chisora, 37 years old, never been world champion, but always been in the mix. I don't really look at Joe Parker as being a guy who can beat the top champions. I don't know if it's because he didn't take Dereck Chisora seriously. For example, this is the most he's ever weighed in at 251 pounds. Former WBO champion. I can't believe that Joseph Parker lost to Dillian Whyte. See, here's the thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like he was in there playing with his food. It's just that he don't really, it's another gear that was missing. And also, with him on paper being the better boxer, technician of the two. Why couldn't he stop Dereck Chisora? I understand Chisora's tough, but it seems like, if he would have just stepped on the gas a little, he could have stopped him. So this is the type of win that doesn't do any favors for the career of Joseph Parker. Right now, 29-2 with 21 KOs. He is 29 years old. Currently ranked, where is he at in the WBO? Number 2 by the WBO. Joe Joyce is the mandatory. He's ranked number 4 by the WBC. The WBA, he is surprisingly not ranked. And he is ranked number 4 by the IBF. Here's a very bold prediction. I think that Felix Hergovitz can beat him. I think Andy Ruiz can beat him. He might be able to squeak past Joe Joyce. Looking at the top guys at heavyweight, we're waiting for them to read the cards. I think he can beat Michael Hunter in a close fight. I think Frank Sanchez might beat him. Luis Ortiz, I don't know, he might be able to beat him. Let me turn it up. Take your time out. Like the video. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, T Street Controversy.
115, 110. Ingo Barabbas, 115, 111. Michael Alexander, 114, 112.
Y'all see it that close? I didn't.
Your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Lupe Soliai.
Personally, I think Dereck Chisora is done.
In a way, for the efforts of Dereck Chisora, one of the cards showing Parker the winner here by just the 2 rounds, the others going to him by 5 rounds and by 4 rounds. But the scorecards will soon be forgotten. The contest here will remain in the memories of everybody who was here tonight. What a way to finish 2021, Darren.
Incredible stuff. What a night of boxing it really was. 2 warriors.
My bad. Yeah, we're going to listen to the post-fight interviews. Listen to what Joseph Parker wants next. And I'm thinking about it from a promotional standpoint, a fight that could actually happen. I think Felix Hergovitz, that's a fight that can happen. I don't know about Joe Joyce, as Joe Joyce is with BT and the Zone. BT is supposed to be, joining up. I don't, really want to get too much into that. Now I'm talking about fights that can politically happen. Maybe the Michael Hunter fight. But or is he going to be in a final eliminator? We're still waiting on what's going to happen with Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte, and if Anthony Joshua is going to fight Usyk again. Seems as though he really wants to go in a different direction. Doesn't really seem like he's too thrilled about that fight. they're showing a preview for this fight. By the way, I did get a chance to see some of the Bertabiev Marcus Brown fight, for those who are going to ask, but family issues and, you know, a funeral today, so I really didn't get a chance to cover the fight or watch it in detail, or the Israel Madrimov versus Michel Soro. You know, I heard that was a doozy. You know, maybe Hughie Fury, even though he's fighting on Sky Sports, the boxer. I mean, it's got to be something significant, because if you think about it, this fight really didn't mean nothing anyway. This was a fight for both fighters to make money. It wasn't really nothing like, you know, on the line. I mean, unless you want to count that bullshit WBO Intercontinental Oceanic title, whatever the hell that was. But yeah, man, it just was like a lot of this fight was really hard to watch, and he was eating a lot of uppercuts. But as I said, it looks like from these clips that he was aggressive, meaning Joseph Parker, but he just wasn't doing enough, bro. Here, let me rewind back. I want you to see this punch right here. Go back 30 seconds here. The zone done froze up on me. But I want you to see this punch that really had me scared for Del Boy. Oh, they done froze up on me, y'all, so we're not going to be able to watch it. So let's go back to live. You know, and Dereck Chisora was fighting in burst. What he would do is, towards the end of the round, when he would get rocked or get knocked down, he would get into the corner, you know, and look for a counter shot to try to counter Joseph Parker. And Joseph Parker kept trying to load up on that left hook uppercut to try to get Dereck Chisora to fall into it. But it just was a scary fight to watch. Like, here's the thing. Del Boy got heart and everything, but it just don't seem like it's there anymore, you know? And if he fights, like, what is he going to do now? Fight like club shows? You know, maybe him versus Hergovitz or any of the other guys, you know, for, you know, maybe 1-2 more final paydays? Because the fact that he wasn't able to get stopped still is probably going to, you know, have fighters looking like, oh, shit, I would like to get that scalp, you know, under my belt. You see what I'm saying? But I wasn't impressed at all. You know, wasn't impressed at all. You know, I've seen so much better from Joseph Parker. Anyway, take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Let's take a jump cut and listen to the post-fight interviews.
Joseph, a Christmas miracle at times.
Oh, there they are.
That went into the 12th and final round. How are you feeling?
Moni inga whakataita te malangi, lofakui sa momi sila. I don't know. Yeah, he was one tough guy. Honestly, the first fight, I just felt like it was just continuation from the first fight. And he never stopped coming until the end. But we practiced and practiced and practiced in the gym, that jab uppercut. Didn't finish it with the hook, but what a Christmas present.
Well, absolutely. What a way to finish the year. You started much better than you did in the first fight. You held centre ring. How important were those extra 10 pounds? Did you feel physically stronger in there tonight?
I felt stronger. I felt a lot stronger than the first fight. And it was important to start strong and not be negative from the beginning. So follow the game plan as best I can. But as you can see, there's still a lot of improvements to be made. A lot of just continuation of working hard with Andy after this.
Andy told you to be patient. You had him hurt badly in the 3rd and the 7th round, and at multiple times throughout the fight. Is there an argument that you let him off the hook a couple of times, maybe?
Just rushed it. You know, I didn't sit down on my punches properly and sort of time it. I just got too excited. But again, like I said, there's a lot of practice to be done after this, you know, for the next camp.
Obviously, a big risk all fighters take stepping into the ring. What do you know about Dereck Chisora after spending 24 rounds with him?
I'm telling you, he's a credit to the sport of boxing. Very entertaining. As you can see, the crowd went mental when he walked out. They all came to support him. So I just want to say I'm grateful to be here in the UK. I'm going to be spending Christmas and New Year's here. Can't go back to New Zealand, but sending my love to the Parker family and to Vita family back home.
Well, you're a big fan favourite too. You have a home away from home. Congratulations tonight, Joseph. I'm just going to grab Andy Lee, your trainer, for a word. Andy, some fight that to close the year out on the zone. You've had a busy night tonight, but 3 wins from 3 for your boys. Talk to me about your man's performance.
I think it's the perfect measuring stick. I think you can see a lot of improvements from the last fight. I thought he fought a great fight. He managed the fight perfectly. Yeah, there are always mistakes, but that's a good thing because we can work on them. And I'm so proud of him. He's dedicated himself like he's never done before, and I think you can see that in his performance. So I'm so happy with him.
Congratulations to the pair of you. Eddie Hearn, just going to bring you in here. I mean, we thought it would be better than the first fight, but not that much better.
It was a brilliant fight, and, you know, firstly, congratulations to Joseph Parker. He needed to box as well as he did tonight to win that fight because Dereck Chisora is He's not human. I mean, how that fight went 12 rounds, I'll never know. And it was just, he deserves so much credit. And it was a massive win for Joseph Parker. He needed to box as well as he did tonight to beat Dereck Chisora, because he was zero quitting him. Zero quit. And you know, this is the toughest sport in the world. And both those guys deserve a huge amount of credit.
Obviously, the belts will be tied up somewhere between Usyk, Joshua, and ultimately Tyson Fury in the next 12 to 18 months. Is that the kind of performance under Andy Lee that gives you the signal that Joseph Parker could get back in the mix at top level?
It's a great performance. You know, we talked about where does the winner and loser go. Dereck Chisora is a prize fighter. I'm sure he'll be back, but Joseph Parker wants another shot at the world heavyweight title. There is a queue, but he's positioned himself really well. Maybe a final eliminator against Filip Hrgovic in the IBF is a great fight as well. Probably a good rest as well. But the career's alive and kicking for Joseph Parker, and he continues to chase that second world title, and it was a brilliant way to end 2021.
I think you need a bit of a rest as well, don't you?
No
You've been
rest,
everywhere
mate.
this year.
No rest. We're going to tear it up in 2022. 44 shows this year. We're going to break 50 next year.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
So they're not going to talk to Del Boy. Yeah, so there you have it. Filip Hrgovic. But here's the thing. If you don't know, Charles Martin and Luis Ortiz are fighting in a IBF Eliminator on January the 1st, PBC on Fox pay-per-view. Yes, you heard me correctly. $39.99. I'm going to be buying the fight, watching it, covering it. I am locking myself in the house until March. You know, but I've done it before. I've once spent 2 years as a recluse. So I'm guessing that they're really going to go after Joe Parker versus Filip Hrgovic, and then the winner of that is going to be ordered to fight the winner of Charles Martin versus Luis Ortiz. And then there'll be the IBF mandatory. That's pretty much what I'm thinking is going to happen. Let's go look at Filip Hrgovic. Croatian, 14-0 with 12 KOs. Dude is good. Dude is good. Dude is good. And I think, listen, Joseph Parker has never been stopped, but I think this dude can stop him. You know, I'm putting all my eggs in the basket. I think dude can do it. You know, but we'll have to see. Overall, as I said, I'm not, you know, pleased with the Joseph Parker. Hey, those some titties. Box wreck these risque ads y'all got going. Anyway, yeah, that was a little distracting right there. Nipple Italy. So, yeah. Looking at the rankings, you know, looks like Filip Hrgovic is the way to go. Regarding Dereck Chisora, the options right now are limitless. You know, he can fight anybody, get a payday. And, you know, especially if the fighter wants to get that scout. You know, I'm T-Street Controversy with 5U360. Take a time out, like the video, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Also, I finally got my PS5. You know, it was hell on earth to get, and I'm broke, but nonetheless, I put the information to my Twitch down below. I have all the hot games. I have Battlefield, GTA, Red Dead, you know, Call of Duty, 2K. So yeah, and of course, my gamer tag or PSN is T-Street Controversy. Follow me on Twitter, also at T-Street Controversy. Thanks for watching.